So as a tenant, what do you do to ensure that you, your parents, and your children have adequate housing in Ontario? Well, the answer is the same one that I've been saying all along, and everyone's been saying, is you need more supply, okay? And so you need to understand that by controlling rents, you also control supply. And while that may feel good to you this year or next year or something like that, controlling supply is what ultimately brings mediocrity to the business. More supply in housing will ultimately mean lower housing prices for you. More competition among developers will ultimately mean lower housing prices for you. More competition in rental housing will mean better choice, better quality, and ultimately better pricing for you. So it's ironic, the guy shooting the video for me right now is a smart young guy, and he rents a condominium. And his lease comes up at the end of June. So he said, this legislation is great for me because now my rent can only go up 1.5%, as opposed to maybe could have gone up $100 or $200 or something like that, right? But you know what? To some extent, he's now trapped in that condominium, in that because that condominium rent is now controlled, if he moves out, that rent now would go to the market. So in the short term, it might sound like it's good news. In the long term, there aren't going to be other landlords buying condominiums and using them as rentals, and maybe we'll see a slowdown in rental development, which is just at its peak, or just about to happen, be curtailed. So it's not a win for really anybody in the province, although it might seem like a temporary win for those of you that are renting condos. For the majority of you in Ontario who live in conventional rental apartments, there is no change, there is no victory. There was enough protection for tenants, and there was enough incentive for landlords to fix up their buildings.